Hello, investors and traders, and welcome to the weekly market report. I'm AJ Monte, and this is a one-year daily candle chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF, ticker symbol DIA. And boy, are we having a crazy roller coaster day in the market. The Dow is up right now about 670 points, and it's still pressing the highs. The driving force behind today's move, especially in the Dow, is if you take a look, unemployment numbers came in a lot lower than what was forecast. 213,000 was the forecast, 189,000 was the actual number that was released. On top of that, personal income grew twice that of the forecasted 0.3%. So that's telling us that the economy right now is heating up. And again, if you look at the Dow, you can see that there's virtually no shadow on top of this. Now, I think by the end of today, we're going to see a long shadow on top of that candle. Why? Well, if you take a look at Meta, and we talked about this one yesterday on the weekly market report, and we also talked about this in the rapid fire session. I said that there's some market manipulation going on, and we looked at this after the close yesterday when they were manipulating the price lower. You see, this was the big push right after they came out with their earnings. We had a little bit of a bounce, which we were having fun forecasting those candles. But I did say that we will most likely see them hit the stock on the opening and continue to pounce on it. And that's what happened right before the close. And this was all forecasted yesterday. Go back and listen to the recording so you could get a good understanding of how they manipulate the price. I said they're most likely going to try to push it higher right before the opening, which is what they did. And then I said, as soon as the opening bell sounded, we're going to see them pounce on it. And that's exactly what they did. And they continued to push it lower. Another one we looked at was Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. And I said yesterday, again, they were manipulating the price to push it higher. And they did that in the after hours. But again, go back. You have to listen to the recording to really appreciate what I'm talking about here. I said they will most likely, right before the opening, try to push that one up again, which they did right around 9:15. They pushed that up, and then on the opening bell, what did they do? They sold out of all the longs that they accumulated in the after-hour session yesterday. And I said that they're going to gap it up, but it's going to close with a red candle. Take a look at what Amazon is doing right now. I mean, it's not funny for those who bought on the close yesterday. It's not funny at all. But we're almost showing here a bearish engulfing candle. Now, this is one of the mega cap stocks. You got the mega cap aggregate, which I track, is now taking a hit because like I said, we have Meta that's getting hit pretty hard. We have Amazon that is now getting hit even after a good earnings report. And we also have Microsoft. Look what's happening to Microsoft, gapping that one down as well. And then if you look at the number one mega cap stock, which is Nvidia, it's the number one spot. They are pouncing on that one as well. Again, keep in mind, this is all happening while the Dow is up 700 points. So this is not exactly bullish news to, again, light your fire and start buying at the highs here. Now, I'm telling all of our members especially to move ahead with caution because I am keeping my downside targets here on the Dow, and I'm also keeping the downside targets on IWM. You can see here that even though IWM is up, we're having massive negative divergences here in the oscillators down below. You see, so that is a negative sign that you have to keep an eye on. Now, you have to also understand that we do have long positions. We're not just going all out bearish. We mix and match our spreads. We have diagonal spreads. We have directional plays through our matrix service. And by the way, if you want to subscribe to that for 2 weeks free, just come on over, and there's no obligation, by the way. We do this every week almost. I talk about how we don't pressure anyone. It's a free 2-week session with us. It just expires after 2 weeks, and you don't have to call anybody to cancel. It just automatically expires. Isn't that a relief? We don't play those sales games. But I do have downside targets in here because we have open gaps in IWM. If you look at QQQ, you're going to see that that one is going negative right now. with a hanging man right here. A hanging man candle is very bearish. It's usually found at the end of an upward leg, and that generally, I would say 80% of the time, you're going to see prices moving lower from there. So I think tomorrow, being the first day of May, we might even have the sell in May and go away crowd come in on the first trading day of May. And so I'm keeping that downside target on the Qs as well. And SPY, as you can see here, is also showing a hanging man candle on lower volume. Now I'm recording this while the markets are still open, so there's still more time for that volume to build. But like I said, we have a lot of resistance at the highs here, and you have to be very careful with any new long positions. Moving on to the VIX, what do we have? We have a bearish candle, but we filled this gap down here. Remember last week, that was still open. So we filled that gap, and most of the time after gaps fill, we see a reversal or a pivot from those gap fill points. Now this blue box that you see here, this royal blue box, you see as I magnify that, that's still an open gap on the VIX. So I am keeping that in place because if you go back in history and check what's happened in the past to gaps, 100% of the gaps that are formed on the VIX have filled. So we are expecting the VIX to get up to that level. Therefore, I'm keeping that upside target in place for our option traders, especially at 24.34. Now, I want to talk a little bit about silver, SLV. I mentioned to our members yesterday that I started a wheel strategy on this one. I'm expecting SLV in the short term to get up around $69 to $70. And I did also put a post out on my X page for PSLV. All right, so I bought more PSLV after this gap here filled on Tuesday. So keep an eye on my X page using hashtag AJSLV trades, and you'll be able to follow along with exactly what I do in trading. I can't tell you what to do, but I could most certainly show you what I'm doing, and we're having a great time trading this market. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure you leave some comments. Let me just put a quick shout out to what happened yesterday on our midweek report. We asked all of our viewers to just type in the word yes. And at 3, 2, 1 countdown, yes, go ahead. And in 2 minutes, believe it or not, the way the algorithms work is that when you make comments or you have any kind of activity on that broadcast, the algorithms get triggered, and within 2 minutes of those folks typing in the word yes, we more than doubled the size of the audience mere 2 minutes after we started getting the chat board going. It was pretty amazing. So we have you to thank for growing the channel, and whenever you do that, you like, you subscribe, you comment, that's helping us get out to more people, because there's still a lot of people that don't know about us. And as you can see here, the information is extremely valuable, especially the traders and option traders, especially who are spread traders. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you on the next video. So long.
In a world of endless data, where every second counts, introducing Nod Live, your professional compass in the chaos of the stock market. Nod Live cuts through the noise. Stay ahead with Nod Live.